On today's video, I will be showing you how to make this baked ziti pasta. So all the ingredients for this recipe is going to be listed in the description below. Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. If you are new, welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe. Also hit the bell, that way you get notified whenever I upload a new videos. And if you're returning subscribers, thank you so much for joining here with me today. So today I'm gonna make a baked ziti pasta. So this is gonna be really easy, and you can make this ahead of time. That way when you get off work, you can just reheat this one. So let's get started. And also all the ingredients for this recipe is gonna be listed down the description below. And my oven is preheated at 375. So it's preheating right now. I want it to be 375. So let me show you what we're gonna need, or what I'm gonna be using to make this ziti pasta. So in here I have a ground beef. This is a 80 lean and 20 fat, but you can use turkey or chicken if you want. I have this ziti pasta. This is just a store brand, but you can use any brand you want to. This is the 16 ounce, basically 1 pound. And then I'll be using 2 marinara sauce and 1 tomato, basil, garlic. I'll be using mozzarella cheese, salt, garlic, cream cheese, onions, olive oil, dried oregano, and then provolone cheese. So I'm gonna use the provolone cheese when I layer my pasta. So let's get started, everyone. Before I forget, remember to cook your ziti pasta according to the direction on the box. So I'm gonna cook this al dente, and then I'm gonna mix my sauce at the same time. So I'm gonna let the water boil and make my sauce at the same time. So just cook your pasta according to the direction on the box. So in here, everyone, I'm gonna bring the water to boil, and once it's boiled, I'm gonna add my pasta. So while this is gonna be boiling, I'm gonna make my sauce. Alright everyone, in this pot I'm gonna add my 1 tablespoon of oil. I'm using olive oil. Then I'm gonna add my onions. We're not gonna use a lot of oil. Alright, I'm gonna add my garlic. I'm gonna let this saute for about a minute or two, just for the garlic and onion to release the fragrance. So I'll be back. Alright everyone, my 2 minutes is up, so I'm gonna add my beef. So just mix this well. Now I'm gonna add my salt, my oregano. Alright, so I'm gonna let this brown, and once it start browning, I'm gonna add my sauce. So if you need more salt, everyone, remember to add a little salt at a time. That way it will not get salty, because you don't want your sauce to be salty. Alright, so I'm gonna put the cover for this, and then let this cook until it's brown, and I will add my sauce. Alright everyone, I let this cook for 10 minutes. So now I'm gonna go ahead and add my sauce. So I didn't drain the meat since I'm using the lean. But if you're using the 70, I think, you can drain it if you want to. But you know, it will add flavor. Oops. Alright, so I'm just gonna give this a mix. I'm gonna season this with a little bit of salt and black pepper, just to taste. I know I added salt earlier, but just to taste. So I'm gonna add my black pepper, just a little bit. Okay. So now let's give this a mix. Now I'm gonna bring this to boil and let this simmer for about 15 minutes. Now my water is boiling, so I'm gonna add just a little bit of olive oil. That way it's not gonna stick. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. You don't have to, but I like adding salt. Alright, so now let's cook our pasta. So if you cook your pasta, everyone, you can cook al dente by, you know, subtracting 2 minutes from what the directions said, because it says in here how to boil this for 10 minutes. So uncover. Alright, so I'm just gonna mix this, and I'm not gonna cover this, and I'm gonna boil this for 8 minutes. That way the pasta is al dente. So I'll be back. Alright everyone, my pasta is done cooking. So it's al dente. So what I'm gonna do now is drain this, and I'm waiting for my sauce to be finished, and then I will mix the sauce with the pasta and start assembling before I bake it. So let's drain this one first, and then I'll show you how I bake the pasta. Alright everyone, my sauce has been boiling for 15 minutes. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my cream cheese. So let's add it a little at a time. This is a room temperature. I let it out for a while. This will give it a really good taste. So if you have fresh basil, you can chop your basil and put it in here too. So we're just gonna keep mixing this until all the cream cheese is gonna get melted, and then we're gonna start adding the pasta, the sauce to our pasta. So this is our dinner for tonight. So my oven is still at 375, and we're gonna bake this for about 20 to 30 minutes, or until the cheese is bubbly, you know. But if you're in a hurry, just since everything is cooked, we can just bake this for 20 minutes. You know, it's not like we made this ahead of time and put it in the oven. So we'll just keep mixing until all the cream cheese is melted. This is gonna be really, really delicious. So I'm gonna finish mixing this, everyone, until it's like I have few bump for the cheese. So what I'm gonna do is just crush it against the the pot. You know, it's good to have like a chunk of cream cheese here and there, but I don't want it to be all chunky. Let's see. My kids are smelling this because I have my fan on and it went outside, you know, and they're smelling and they're asking what I'm cooking. So alright, so this is done. So I'm gonna turn off my heat. And remember, everyone, when you're making the sauce, make sure that your heat is on medium, not on high. That way you will not burn your sauce. So I'm gonna assemble my pasta. Alright, so I'll be back. So now, everyone, I'm gonna add some of this meat mixture towards the pasta, and I'm gonna leave some that I can put in the bottom of the pan or the dish. So just gonna add some. And remember, before you add your sauce, remember you taste it before you add and before you mixed it. Make sure you don't need any more salt or anything. Sorry, everyone, that's our dog sleeping so good. Alright, so this is gonna be really delicious, everyone. I love stuff like this. So right now, let's give this a mix. Okay. Okay, let's add more. I'm gonna leave enough to go to the bottom of my pan, my Pyrex or baking pan, dish pan, or I don't know how you say that. Sorry. So I'm gonna leave about 2 cups. That way I can add it to my the bottom of the Pyrex. Alright, so now this is, I like the way this looks, everyone. So now what I'm gonna do is assemble this. So just mix that, and now let's assemble everything. For everyone, this I'm using the 9x13. So if you have a different, like, you know, a lasagna pan or whatsoever, use that one. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put the sauce. That way the pasta will not stick, okay? Sorry, everyone, our dog is snoring, so it's kind of loud. Okay, so just spread it. And so really about 2 cups. That way the pasta will not stick to the bottom. Okay, this is a perfect dish to carry for work. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the pasta mixture. Alright, so let's just add this in here. This is gonna be very creamy and cheesy. Yes. So we're gonna layer this with cheese and then top it with cheese. So cheesy. So this is a perfect meal to prepare for your kids or your husband, or for the family, really. Okay. I'm making a mess. Alright, so now I'm gonna add my cheese. So what I'm going to do, everyone, is I'm going to add my, my provolone cheese stick. So what I'm going to do, everyone, is I'm going to add my provolone cheese. Okay. And then right there. And then I'm gonna top it with mozzarella cheese. I'm gonna leave some because I need to put, I'm making so much mess. Alright, so now I'm gonna add more pasta, the rest of the pasta. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just pour this. So the way it's quick. Cheesy. My kids are so excited. I have not baked pasta in a while. So just spread this, the way it will cover up the cheese. And we're gonna bake this for 20 minutes since this is already cooked. You know, you don't have to cook this for long since it didn't sit in the refrigerator or anything. So just spread it pretty good. Alright, I'm gonna pick up the one I dropped because they're clean. Alright, so now I'm gonna top this with some cheese. So the rest of my mozzarella cheese will go to the top. Okay. And if you want more cheese, you can add more cheese. If you want it to be really cheesy, if you have extra. And I think I have extra, so I'm gonna then cover this with cheese. So I'm gonna get more cheese, everyone, that way this is very cheesy. So if you want it extra cheesy, just add more cheese, like I'm doing. So just like that. I don't do this all the time, so might as well do it really good and perfect. Okay. So I did like maybe extra cup of cheese. So now everyone, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean this in here, that way nothing will get hardened in this one. I need it to be clean on the rim. So just wipe it down and then bake it for 20 minutes. Hold on. Sorry everyone, I'm very OCD with stuff like this. I just want it to be neat. Okay. Alright. Any extra, I just leave it. Alright, so now I'm gonna bake this for 20 minutes. Alright everyone, my pasta is done. I baked this for 20 minutes and this is how it looks. It was really bubbly and I have some cleaning to do in my oven. So it has some little brown in here and there. But I'm very excited for my kids to give this a try. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you give this a try, please let me know in the comments below. And I will see you all again on my next video. Bye bye everyone.